So, what's going on? H3. Man, there's so much going on in my mind. I'm an artist, H3 the artist. I'm an educator. So, by day, I'm teaching in the school system, and I am looking for ways of consistently bringing forth my gifts and my talents. I mean, I'm in the industry of maximizing potential. I'm an educator. I'm an artist who loves to inspire and want to bring out the best in people and things of that nature. Always have wanted that. And this time, I don't know, it's so much on my mind, so much on my mind. It's hard to be as creative and as free as I would like to be when I'm concerned about COVID-19. And it's so crazy right now that people are being intimidated and hushed for having concerns about the safety of the workplace. I'm literally around coworkers and we're wearing our masks and we're coming up and you can feel the tension in the air because we're teaching literally virtually. Kids, some of the kids have opted to stay at home. We've given, certain school systems have given that option. My particular school have done that. So some of the kids stay at home, some stay in the classrooms. We try our best to keep social distance and things of that nature. But it's a challenge, of course, because kids, human beings, we're social creatures. So it's tough. It's tough. Um, I you can we walk by each other and you can hear the pretense when we say good morning. And some of us are a little more animated than others. I tend to be very animated. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And you could tell through the mask, we're just like, help me. And I'm like, I was saying the same thing in my mind. Help me. But we just go on like it's regular business. Good morning, good morning. Have a great day. Have a great day. And then while we're trying to teach the kids and then get online and you seeing all kinds of things going on in the background, the parents are, some of the homes are just, what it is. Dad is walking around there, pot belly, shirt off. Some kids are under their blankets and dancing on the beds and got their cats up in the screen and got the dogs in the screen. And some cribs are laid and looking real nice and they want to make sure they let you know and the rest of the class that they are living that life. All the while we're talking about the cattle trails. Hee haw. I mean, it's very, very unsettling. I don't know, so I'm doing the best I can with that. I have to admit, we've been in school now for, this is going on our third week. It's our second full week, but our third week because the first week, it was only 3 days. So anyway, it's our third week of school. And, we're getting into a routine, but we're still just trying to level up and trying to find a way to balance everything. So it is a new normal. It's wild. It's crazy. So I haven't had a whole lot of energy to be as creative as I want to be. I come in after doing all of that and still just in a constant state of anxiety. I come in, I eat something, I take a shower, and I probably make a phone call or two, maybe, and then I'm in the bed. So I've been in the bed so early, before 9 o'clock. So I'm sleeping like an old man. Like I just need to get my toddy and just go to sleep. Need to get into bed before 9. I just so yeah, I've been wanting to make a video for a while. And I'm just like, man, I need to do something so I can just get into this rhythm. Because I've been spending a lot of time trying to learn, how to edit and all this kind of stuff. Spending my summer just getting familiar with it. And then I realized I was like, I cut a lot of my content time down because I'm trying to learn. I just, I want it to be, editing guru. Like I've always wanted to be like that. But I'm like, well, while I'm learning, I could still just be dropping videos, and just, staying connected to the people that have taken the time to show me some interest. So I really do appreciate that. So, just doing that, trying to keep up with my skating, trying to keep up with my composing and whatnot. And that's been interesting. Just a moment ago, Neo, the R&B singer Neo, he was on a live, him and Big Tigger, because he's been doing this thing on Instagram Live since the COVID things, going on. And they had an artist on. I just finished watching it. Kiana Lede, I believe is her name, and she did a song called Forfeit. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope. And anybody who's been following my podcast that's on Anchor.fm, you already know what that was like. Because you understand, me all last year, 2019, I was working on trying to sing out more, continue to put my music out there, got on all digital platforms with streaming services for the one recorded project that I've done, still coming at it, wanting to make what I have done. I just want to make the most of it and always looking for ways of leveling up, but trying to pursue a professional reconnect with Neo. And, I spoke about that in my podcast. So please go and check that out, H3 the artist. And you just got to know me, because there's another cat out there that has the same name as me. So hopefully that won't end up being a thing. But I've been H3 the artist for over 10 years now. So I don't know who this cat is. So over 10. So I'm not quite sure what's up. But his streams are definitely much more than mine. Okay. But that don't mean a daggone thing when it comes down to my name. So it's H3. You know what I mean? So go check me out. I'm the more distinguished gentleman. The other cat, I think, is a little young jack. So you just have to look for me. But I have a song called Herbie the Artist Stepping Out. And then I have singles from that song, like Miserable, Walk Your Dogs. They Did It All for Love, Miserable, and a few others, So I think I had about 8 singles that I put out. But anyway, so I logged in, listening to Neo, and I was kind of feeling a little crunchy, because I was just like, man, just didn't really appreciate the way that interaction went, because I worked with him again on Stump the Yard. So, I was like, man, I have a lot of respect for the cat, whatever. But, even in this season of my life, it just doesn't matter. I'm still trying to grow. There's still dreams that I had as a young man, and regardless of life has taken me down a certain journey. So I'm trying to be the best steward of where I am. It is what it is. So, and sometimes I can get real hard on myself, because I feel like by now I should be a certain place. Yeah, that's true, if certain things were along the way. So we're real quick a lot of times to judge other people, because if you don't have like things in place, then you're not going to go from kindergarten to 3rd grade. I don't care how old you are. There's a succession of things, and things have to be in place for you to properly promote and properly progress. And a lot of my life has been me figuring stuff out and doing things. I've watched the world change. I've watched an entire era happen. So, you just out here, you got different routes, things, different moments in your life where you're focusing on this. I'm always trying to grow. So even at this point in my life, I'm still a singer-songwriter. Whether you know about me, whether you or don't, I do have a voice. I have something to say. That's what I mean. I have something to say, and I want to share that. And that has no expiration date. So, I was on the phone with my big sister today, and we were just reminiscing about everything, and I was really giving her props about how much she has just been there, as a big sister, just pivotal in my life. And, we just broke it down. We went through about, 30 minutes of us just reminiscing and all the things that I was grateful for, and just all these wonderful stories. And she was just like, yeah, man, hey, you talented. You definitely make great impressions. You just need an opportunity. And I was like, you know what? I appreciate that. It's all about opportunity. It's all about having access. You have to be close to the fire in order to get cooked or to cook. You know what I mean? So as long as you're close to the fire, then you can warm up. You can get the necessary energy necessary for you to progress and to grow. You can't do that in a vacuum. It can't just be abstract. It just, you have to get close to the fire. You have to be where the action is. To make a sale, you have to be out in the marketplace. yeah. So anyway, that was that. But getting back to like I had made a video that was expressing my gut feelings about being in the classroom right now and teaching in terms of the atmosphere and the dynamics of our safety being compromised by us having to go to work like that, because we actually don't have to be there. Like we literally could be virtual, but that's not what this particular board wants to do, and it's not what this particular school wants to do. So we're out there, and it's been hard to adjust, but when you need munties, you got to do what you got to do. So I come up in there dressed like a Decepticon every day.
Good morning, class. Prepare your energon. Masks up. Going to the restroom. 6 feet apart. Thank you for your cooperation.
You know what I mean? It's like, man, what have we come to? And no lie, I was at Lowe's. Was it Lowe's? It was at Lowe's, and I almost got a welder's hat, a welder's helmet. I was gonna put that bad boy on and look like one of those soldiers from Battlestar Galactica, or or um, or Knight 2000 Kit from Knight Rider with Daisy Hasselhoff. Be standing up there with that red eyeball. Woo-hoo! Hello, class. Woo-hoo! Make sure you log on. Man, I'm like, man, I'm like, what in the entire world? What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Since I'm still working for the school system and stuff, I can't really go in the way I went in. And so you're really not getting the true gamut of my humor, because my real humor has expletives that it's just flavorful personally. So but I just I have to kind of tone it down. You know what I mean? Plus, yeah, y'all don't think y'all ready for that side of Sir Chauncey and H3. I just y'all my but it's just amazing the dynamics of what we're doing. We're in here, and we're literally in a life-threatening situation. So I have my face shields, my goggles, my face mask on, trying to be passionate and ready to work. And we talking about bulletin boards. Bulletin boards and committees that we own. Ooh, boy, my toes be in my shoes like this. See, stress for me displaces itself in my body in different ways, and my stress goes to my feet. My toes clench up in my shoes, so I'll be up in there looking like tiger's paw, like the Shaolin monks would be practicing tiger fists. That's how my toes be when I get stressed. See, when I'm relaxed, my feet be like this, and they actually might even do a little dance because I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? But then when stuff happens, like we are in infested air paths where we could breathe in some COVID-19, and we trying to talk about Georgia performance standards. My toes just, I'm like, what is we doing? What is we doing? Why are we here when we could all be at home doing virtual lessons, and all of us could be dancing on the beds, safe? Oh, child. So I just wanted to drop a video just to, get back into the rhythm. If you like my material, if you like my vibe, and honestly, I'm still trying to get into my zone. It's a lot of, I'm building it up. If you like my vibe, my spirit, my whatever, you like and subscribe. That's what I need, to build my channel up and as I continue to find what I'm looking for. I guess my particular my tone. Um, I'm just finding my way. So, and like I said, the real authentic Herb is like, he's very spicy and very, uh, I'm filled with a lot of passionate disagreement with a lot of stuff. So, I'm just trying to, everything has to be done, with a grain of salt because, like I said, I'm working in a field where, I'm around the impressionable young minds, but a lot of the content that I really want to do, it has a lot of punch to it. So I'm still trying to find my audience. So hopefully you are enjoying it and you like my vibe, my style, and we can just rock out together. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is a little longer video than I anticipated, but like I said, I just wanted to make a drop, and yeah, and just keep this thing going. So, hey, wish me luck, send me positive energy, because I am on the front lines. They don't pay us enough. They don't pay teachers enough. They don't pay any of the essential workers enough. And from my understanding, number 45 has just made teachers. Now, I don't know how true it is, but I heard that he said it. I didn't even want to research it because at the end of the day, I'm still out here doing the work. But I heard that the teachers have been made essential workers. So the fact that a lot of the people who are out here on the front line look like me says a lot. It's not the only one, but the majority are. Like this country is sort of like a dismissive woman. Somebody when she figures out when she wants to tell you that she doesn't really care about you, she has ways of giving you hints by putting you into compromising situations because she has no respect for your safety, or by ignoring your pleas and your cries for rational empathy. She ignores that altogether. So a lot of these truths that I'm seeing are very disheartening, and still trying to hold on to that, maintain a functional attitude while integrating and trying to teach young people something of value in and of itself is a war. When you're understanding exactly how your life doesn't really matter to the people and to the establishment, to feel that level of total disregard for your well-being, it's hard to swallow. But that's kind of the sour pill that we have to take being an adult in the current establishment. It's a devaluation process. Man, and for nothing else, I go in there to make sure that the little babies that come through, that they don't experience that level of anxiety because they're already going through it. So I try to keep as much off of them as I can. They don't need to see me sweat, especially being that I'm so protected by masks and shields. At least I hope I'm protected. Anyway, thank y'all. We're going to keep rocking out. Salute.